Travis Wayne Goodsell. I just wanted to do another video because I want to use my new music clip. So, the excuse for using the new music clip is why people think it's necessary to express their disapproval. And because as I look over the comments after having uploaded the previous one with my new music clip, the comment was a little incoherent, but I got an understanding that they watched for 5 minutes and stopped. And why people need to tell people this doesn't make any sense. They come to one video and say, oh, this was horrible, this was the worst I've ever seen, how could you say such a thing as a Mormon, how could you believe in Joseph when the whole thing is wrong, or, yes, I get it from LDS critics as well. And typically the majority of people who come are just looky-loos. They just want to see what controversy I'm coming up with next. And people are a little picky as to what they come around to. And I've got my typical Russian buddies who love to make sure they put the thumbs down for my videos. Even for a simple one like Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies Jewish New Year 5781, or where is it? Oh, it's almost off the screen, first screen. Harmless and non-threatening to LDS Mormons. It was a test run, and yep, sure enough, the typical 2 thumbs down are showing up. They never even bothered to watch. There is no me in that video. I put nice, pleasant pictures, no music, I don't think. But yeah, completely harmless. And yet, nope. Mormons are just looky-loos. And so it can be very frustrating at times. You have Trevor Noah, who exposes Mormons on his channel, and this one has done fairly well, even though it's now 4 days. Should be a lot more than that, but again, we have the 4, which was the typical back then. There were regular 4 guys. The 2 guys seem to have dropped off. I guess the evening shift in Russia. Well, but I mean, it's sad. I mean, the 10 Molly Mormon virgins that I just put up, this should explain it. Lots of these other videos should explain it. And even the True Mormon Prophets, I mean, it's got 3 thumbs down with 30 views. And that, along with Jews close the synagogues, whereas LDS escalates the outbreaks. I mean, that one's 4 thumbs down. And so the 10 Molly Mormon virgins is getting sort of distracted by the show I'm muting for you guys, but continuing to listen to. But the Molly Mormon video, is presenting a new viewpoint on Mormon Stupid Is as Mormon Stupid Does video. There are just things in the Mormon church that Mormons should be saying, wait a minute, that contradicts this other doctrine that you're trying to teach me. And instead of demanding an answer from the church leaders pass it off to the stake presidents, and the stake presidents, they got a sneeze coming. The stake presidents just pass it off to, well, you have to just have faith and be loyal to the church, otherwise you're excommunicated. What? Excuse me? You guys can't answer the question? And you're threatening me with excommunication? And then the prophets come out and say, oh, we don't mind if you have questions, we just don't want you to ask questions. What? And then you hear them say, oh, well, as prophets of the church, we don't know anything, and so we go to BYU to get the answers. What? Are you kidding me? And then you hear about how they have their talks edited by other Mormons, and most of the time from BYU or professional editors, but they're actually the ones who are putting in the doctrine for the prophets. And you just go, oh dear God. And if you think that that's horrifying, well, it's not unusual. I've told you about how my branch president in the older singles ward out on Fort Union Boulevard behind the police station, if it's still in existence there, he told me while we were cleaning the church one morning, Saturday morning, that he's never even read the Book of Mormon, and was then referring to me as an intellectual because I've read the Book of Mormon. Is that what it's come down to in the church, Mormons? That you're not going to read and ponder and pray because, well, that will make you an intellectual. And intellectualism is destroying the church. Seriously? And I'm running out of new ideas to help Mormons understand that they need to run. Has it been that long since I did a video on that? My goodness. Oh, nope, there's the Trump life president exposing deep state LDS Illuminati church. Only 22 people. 3 people dislike it. Guys, this is not a joke. If you do not understand that the Attorney General is investigating whether to have a special investigation into the church right now for sedition, right now, you guys are just going to be in shock when all of a sudden the prophets get hauled off to prison. The church just ends because the prophets are now arrested. Do you not understand? I mean, yes, I have lots of jokes to tell about the church, but it's not funny. And how do I get through to Mormons? How? I have to do it your way. I have to comply to your manner that you want and demand from me. Seriously? And you're going to listen to me if I conform and comply to your demands on how to present my videos. Really? When I was in the older singles ward, the girls would tell me, well, you just need to not look for a woman and then she'll just magically appear. What they were really saying is, go away, you creep me out, I want nothing to do with you. You just, because if they were to actually think about it, and if they were being serious with me, oh yeah, it's a magic thing, I've seen it happen to other people. They just stopped looking, and then they found somebody. You stop looking, and then find. What? But you're not looking, so you can't find if you haven't been looking. Mormons just don't see. And so, yes, I'm pretty sure they were telling me to go to hell, when all I was doing was trying to start a conversation, having already been experienced with a first marriage and 3 kids from that first wife. And that may explain why they were saying go away in their polite way, was that they had no interest in getting involved with somebody who's divorced. Which the younger singles girls, they had no problem telling me, you're evil, you're divorced. I'm looking for somebody who's prophet material. So, what do I do, Mormons? What do I do?